Hi everyone, and welcome to the predictions video for game week 30. You join me and Atul Jani.
Hello there pundits, and welcome to game week 30. Let's get straight in it.
What a game week it was. Now, we've said that a couple of times, but this one was absolutely ginormous. There were some big hitters there, mate, weren't there?
Oh, big hitters, big scores, and plenty of twists and turns.
Indeed, let's get into it. This is from a league basis at the moment, purely league basis. Anton won the week, 270 points. Fantastic. Well done, Anton.
Well done, mate.
I mean, Anton, he got the Super 6 game bang on. He was the only one to get that spot on, mate. And he also got, in addition to that, he got 3 other 50-point games. That's tremendous, AJ.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. We've been barking on about him. He's now turning it on, in fact, in the business end of the season with the old 2-1ers. So, well done, mate. Really good. Hats off.
Well done. Adam, he decided to play one of his Joker cards, 250 points. Well done. Where did that come from?
Well, yeah, you say that, but I have been barking on again. The Joker cards are starting to prove really hefty in the point scoring department.
You said it last week, didn't you?
I did, and you can see it's starting to close gaps, and the table is still, there's some, 2 or 3 spans across the table, but the gap is closing.
Yeah, absolutely. Just in no order we're reading these out basically, but you've got Craig did well again, 120 points. He's got some consistency.
Yes, indeed.
Danny, I mentioned him on the last week's video, played a joke card, 150 points. He's starting to come up the table as well.
Exactly.
Jo, 115 points, much needed for that week, and don't know what he did for his cup status, but we'll learn that on a cup video shortly. But who else did well on the old game week 30 for the league side of things?
Surprisingly, our Nicholas did well. He actually got one in, and well done, Nicholas. And stick more in, and you'll be on this video.
Nick, isn't it great when you play the game? Unbelievable.
It's just seamless, fantastic. Tom.
Tom, did very well. He's got good form with this end of the season, isn't he? And contrary to the email that went out, Lee actually did better than expected, because I think I said 170 points, but he actually came in with 220.
That's right. Unfortunately, due to administrative error, but it's been rectified now.
All done. That'll work for the person.
Very
we caught them.
Yes, and disciplinary action has taken place, so rest assuredly.
Now, let's have a look at the table, mate. You're still top. Daniel, like yourself, didn't have a great game week, to be honest, so therefore 165 points, still the gap to Daniel, but again, as we always say, it's not that much really, is it?
No, it's literally playing a Joker card.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make the difference, and there's pundits out there, you still got 2, 3 or even 1 Joker card left, so please bear that in mind. You've got to use them up before game week 38 or before the end of the season.
So have you and me, by the way, so we could do some damage as well. But just creeping up above me, you've got Craig slips in, 295 points behind you, and then the aforementioned me as well. Tom's got some good form, he's gathering some momentum. Pendra's still there as well, probably didn't have his best game week, but 90 points is pretty good.
Yeah, it's better than nothing, isn't it, really?
Absolutely. And we've seen Anton take meteoric strides up the table now. He really is, with those points he's kind of gathering pace.
Watch that charge.
It's his time of the season, isn't it, really?
Yeah, that's when he really moves up a gear.
Yeah, and whilst Nick played, he isn't off the bottom, but a couple more weeks and performances like that, and he could well change his position, couldn't he?
I mean, if you look at it, he's not far off from catching up with the likes of Lee and Zhao in that sense. So,
absolutely.
Nick, you get those predictions in. If you score a couple of more 175 points, you will be in that mix.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's how it's looking at the moment, to be fair. Game week 31, well, what have we got coming up? We've obviously got the big crucial Super 6, haven't we?
Yeah, you have indeed. The Gooners versus the top. Let's see how it fares out. It'll be an interesting one there, pundits. Difficult one to call. I remember earlier on in the season it was a 2-2 draw with a late Skirtle header, a la Bandage, a la Paul Ince style,
Off the record as well, because this is a prediction video. I lost money on that as well with that equaliser. So, I personally...
It wasn't a law about betting and being part of some form of activity.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I'm sure we can take Liverpool at home. But you never know. I mean, who knows? But I think what's quite interesting though is we've got some nice ties coming up. Joker cards like AJ, you really got to have a look and see when you want to play them. But everything's still in the mix, isn't it, mate?
It is. It's in the mix. You know, the next game week is going to be interesting as well. You know, there's no real one or two teams which can stick out and guarantee you those points. And even when you think the teams will score the goals, i.e. Manchester City, they just couldn't bury them in the back of the net. So a goal here and a goal there can have huge ramifications on results for us.
Here, a goal there, here a goal, there a goal, everywhere
a goal.
Absolutely. Well, we've put it off. We've been talking about the league, but obviously there was something big that happened on game week 30, and it was the last group game of the Predictions Cup. There's a live draw coming up shortly, but what happened in Group A, mate? For the last, what did we have? Talk us through it. We had Anton really versus Joe.
Yeah.
What went on?
Yeah, it was an interesting group. As I say, it's the group of death, and it certainly proved to be till the death. Myself and Tom had qualified, obviously, and I was up against Anton. And hats off to Anton, he absolutely smashed it. Well done, mate. So that was interesting. So there was a couple of points in the bank for Anton. Conversely, then Tom was playing against Joe.
Yeah, and Tom's got some good cup form, and it just continues because Joe put in a good performance, but he couldn't really overtake Tom. So Anton got the last qualifying berth in that Group A, so well done again. He had an unbelievable weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and I mean the results favoured him well, and hats off to Joe. He pushed him right to the end. He was only 15 points from, even 20 points from beating Tom, which could have changed the whole outcome of the table. But well done. Moving on to Group B, that was just as interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean, I the previous cup game, which I think was in game week 28, mate, correct me if I'm wrong, I'd managed to secure qualification, so it was all about Adam versus Danny, but Adam was up against me. I'd had some fairly decent cup form, but wow, yeah, he absolutely destroyed me.
Yeah,
absolutely. So even without the Joker card, because Joker cards points don't count in the cup games. But Adam, well done. You got through. Danny missed out against Lee, but even if Danny had won there, it was irrelevant because Adam did win. So
I have heard murmurings amongst the general public in that sense that we fielded weakened teams. Considering
never.
Yeah, that's by the by.
Absolutely.
That's what I hear.
So just to clarify, Group A finishes with Tom on top, then Monil, Atul and Anton, and Group B?
Yeah, it starts with Lee, Daniel, Adam and Mark. Congratulations to all 8 of you.
Yeah, well done everyone.
We will be doing the draw soon, so let's see.
Yeah, absolutely. So good luck with your predictions for game week 31. Get them over, and all the best.
Yeah, all the best, pundits.